My name is Arnoud van Boven. I'm within Delphi responsible for the international development and activities. And we often get questions from investors on how to invest and what to invest in. For instance, greenhouses or agricultural equipment. For this, we developed a 6 steps approach. This 6 steps approach has the following steps. The first one is a feasibility study and a functional design. The second one is the financing part. The third one is combining and connecting to partners. The fourth one is a tender procedure. The fifth step is how to monitor the building process. And the sixth step is the cultivation part. Why is this 6 steps approach so important? Because Delphi is a consultancy organization that focuses on the final results. We focus not on building a greenhouse only or on having equipment, machinery for agricultural practices. No, we focus on the cultivation part. The cultivation part, that is the last step. How can we optimize crop results for our clients? This is important. We are not there for only a project, we are there for the long-term cultivation part. So let me shortly mention something about the 6 steps. The first step is feasibility study and functional design. If we want to build a greenhouse, we need to take into account the local conditions. Do we need, for instance, light in a greenhouse? Or is it a very hot climate? And do we need to assure how we can use water in the best possible ways, and fertilizers and other things? Do we even need a vertical farm, which is in the Arab Peninsula, for instance, one of the examples that we are at this moment conducting? Then, if we have this functional design and the feasibility study, we go to the second part, the financing part. We calculate on how are the costs, the operational costs for a period of 5 to 7 years, related to the revenues, also for a period of 5 to 7 years. So is the investment in itself a viable business case and is it profitable? If that is the case, we can support our clients in financing, in getting the funding. And if that is done, we can start the building process. We connect to partners, construction companies for instance, and we write out a tender procedure. The tender procedure is the whole mix of elements that are needed for good cultivation at the end. So we write down the essential parts, technologically, steel construction, glass, light and other equipment. Then we ask our partners to offer, and we have about 3 offers for instance. We select together with our clients the best offer, and with that offer we start the building process. During the building process we do the monitoring, this is the 5th step of the building process, to ensure that the building is done according to the regulations and ideas that we had at the start. We check every step in the building process. The end of the building process, when the delivery is done, then finally we go back to our core business, and this is the cultivation process itself. For this we do 3 things. 1, we outplace a permanent grower, so a permanent position. 2, we train local management. And 3, we do consultancy online and on-site. So our consultants visit the place and they also check online if the cultivation is in place. Doing that, we guarantee the best possible yields for our clients. The 6 steps approach is described in more detail in our brochure and can be found also on the website of Delphi, which is also in English and in other languages.